Hey America, what you been doing? Yeah, it's Englentine. It's been a while. It really has. I gotta say, kind of missed you. I mean, I've read, I've seen, I know what you've been doing. Just haven't been paying attention. No, don't walk away, don't walk away. I understand. You built this channel. I can honestly say this is the channel that America built, and I have been neglectful, and I apologize for that. And look, the other people, it was just a phase. It was a college phase. The allure of just something different, something new, something I wanted to try. Everybody experiments from time to time. Please don't take it out on me. You know I love you, America. Come on. What other book has given me as much enjoyment as you have? And I know there was a period where I was even hanging out with the jocks, though not a lot of people saw it happen, and you know that, and I apologize. Now, I can't say I'm not going to stray again. Iceman's still being produced for another 2 months. And come on, sometimes it's fun to take down the big boys. But you will always be my #1 love, America. So why don't we just start where we left off, issue number 7, and give this puppy a try and roast the mother-king shit out of it. Wait just a second here. Okay, so what you're telling me is I can't get past the cover this time? Look, I understand that in the last issue, you mimicked a Love and Rockets cover, and I pointed that out, and that's fine. But here you do an album cover, but not just any old album cover. No, you chose for a book that is all about the fact that America Chavez is an alien, born on not only a different planet, but a different dimension, different universe, a different place entirely. You chose born in the fucking USA. They can't even make this comic book be about the comic book anymore. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe it. Nice butt. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to do the Born in the USA cover for someone who's not only an alien, but an alien from another dimension. From a lesbian dimension utopia. This is ridiculous. I am already having a ton of fun. I cannot believe I stopped doing this. Viva America! That's right, it's me, America Chavez, exile of the utopian parallel and student at Sotomayor U, and I'm not new. I'm Teen Brigade, Young Avengers, and the Ultimate Certified. You don't need to see ID. I've got my own solo series now. Not for long, baby. Not for long. And like usual, the book opens with a previously on America, brought to us by this fake social media platform called Beams.
Hey guys, Bixel and I would like to introduce you to a little app called Meow Meow Beans.
Previously on America Chavez. So a while back, I started college with my old friend Prodigy, Sotomayor University, baby. But then some luchador-looking vieja showed up using my portals as their own calling card. I met up with my girl Kate Bishop to help me sort out my life, and ended up fighting to save an old crush courtesy of the Midas Corporation. By the time Lady Luchador showed up again, I was ready to listen. Check this. She's my grandmother Madramar's family, y'all. I have Abuela, and she's taking me home. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we get to see who is responsible for this. The ever-lovable and always present Gabby Rivera and 7 different fucking artists. Utopian Parallel, birthplace of America Chavez. And so we get yet another scene of America Chavez leaving the Utopian Parallel, this time in a different outfit for a different reason. People are screaming at her in space, hey, don't go, America will protect you, you'll never be able to return if you leave. Yeah, okay, there's just... read your own books if you're gonna fucking write them. That's all I gotta say. We've seen this scene before, and it really does seem like there's no 2 panels of her leaving the Utopian Parallel that are the same. I just want to ask the artist what's going on here. Are you supposed to be showing us younger and older? Because we saw her leave. She was a young girl, and this is obviously a teenager with an older America Chavez. Forge your path. Crack your ancestors wide open. By any means necessary, unearth. I don't think you really mean crack your ancestors. Maybe your ancestry? But your ancestors. Like, literally. Your ancestors. Freaking pick up a thesaurus. So Madramar asks her if she's ready, and then America Chavez speaks in her bizarre utopian parallel, not really Spanish tongue. The ancestral plane, a metaphysical space that holds the history of Madramar's people. The ancestral plane holds our entire lives. It belongs to all of us. It is us. Listen, if you're gonna be my grandma, you gotta stop speaking this old school riddle speak, okay? Yeah, there's the America we know and love. It doesn't work that way, Gabby. It's a grandma no matter whether or not you like the way they speak. Impossible. Say what you will, but the power of the spirits run through our sangre. You know you want to hear all about it. Please, yes, and don't leave anything out. Well, don't keep interrupting with stupidity, America. The skies of the ancestral plane show only the truth. Before there was anything else, there were the spirits. They formed the galaxy, stretching creation beyond all limits. Ooh, Sky novellas.
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Our people were born of two such spirits, Baraka and Sonar. Baraka was a daydreamer, free as a firefly. The DIY goddess Sonar was the opposite, a builder of universes. They never should have met, but the universe has its own way of bringing folks together. Doesn't it though? Good old universe.
Shut up, and shut up, okay?
Baraka created the first ever star portal when playing with asteroids. Literally me.
You mean figuratively? No.
Sonar felt Baraka's energy through the portal just as the planet she was creating neared completion. Esa Fuerza was what her dreams were made of. Okay, we get it. They're lesbians. You don't actually have to draw a panel of Sonar grabbing her boob. I mean, that is totally a boob grab right there. It looks like a planet, but that's a boob. Ay, my heart. Ay, my head. They didn't even realize that they had fallen in love until Planeta Fuertona bloomed between them.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius,
Planeta Fuertona, the love child of Sonar Baraka, birthplace of Madramar and Amalia. Jesus Lord in f***ing heaven. Wreck me with a totally true story of two spirits falling in love, why don't you? Okay, you know what? Let's take a moment here. Gabby, there is literally nothing that you have written for America to say in this entire exchange that added anything to the conversation. And let's get this straight. You are not talking for your younger generation. I'm a millennial. No, you are doing 80s Valley Girl, and you're doing it poorly. Oh my God, totally. It's gnarly. Gag me with a spoon. Oh, Jesus Lord in heaven. Where the fuck did you learn how to talk? Because the thing is, you know what? No, that's for another video. I'm just going to go back to the story already in progress. Well, now, though, we have to talk about that dude in the lower left-hand corner, don't we? Okay, now we know that there were men. What happened to him? Who's America's father? I am sure these are answers that are coming to us directly. Not wanting to make America a likable character at all. I mean, yeah, she hasn't yet, and let's face it, she never will probably. America goes off half-cocked, and by the way, doesn't she de-age by about 10 years in this photo here on the right? I'm just saying. Looks really young. Anyway, she decides, hey, we could go meet my mamas. I'm going to punch a star. And Marjorie's like, no, don't, America. It's impossible. And of course, America is upset because she's being held back. Don't you want to see her alive instead of here in some ancestral movie theater where I can see her smell her, almost touch her. Oh, boy. It's like, you know, you've got a good memory here. All right. Anyway, the utopian parallel is sealed when your moms use it. Can anybody teach Gabby Rivera the word parents? She has to understand that, right? I mean, I know she doesn't speak Spanish, but you would think she has some sort of grasp of English. I'm sorry, no. That actually sounded stupid in my head as well. I shouldn't have let it come out of my mouth. And credit where credit is due. These are probably the 3 best panels. Wow, sorry, I almost choked on complimenting an America comic. Excuse me. And for a brief moment, we actually see America as a real person while she's trying to talk to her grandmother. And so Medramar shows her mother when she was just 10 years old and wanted to illustrate the fact that while they were escaping, she herself was thinking only about escape while America's mother was thinking about helping others. And then we see why everybody had to leave, because basically there were these demon cockroaches. La Legion Demonics cockroaches. We gave them many names. They appeared one day, seemingly fresh out of the atmosphere. We didn't see them as a threat at first. Ah, they're creepy. As we defeated them, their numbers increased tenfold. Okay. As you defeated them, their numbers increased, not decreased. You weren't defeating them. Either learn what defeated means or learn what the word decreased means. Please. They inhaled and annihilated the life force of our entire planet. Devoured. Okay? Will somebody please buy Gabby fucking Rivera a thesaurus and make sure it has the word parents in it? Whoa. Genocidal monsters that eat planets? Yes, America, whoever thought of such a thing? If only you have ever encountered anything that ate planets and caused genocide. I don't even write the goddamn book and I already knew about it. I didn't have to do any research. I don't read the Ultimates, but yet I knew that happened. Jesus, Lord in heaven, Gabby, come on. And so we see Madramar and her daughter appear on the Utopian Parallel, where it says a thriving world created by the Demerge, William Kaplan. All of its inhabitants are women. So this dude, William Kaplan, created a place where women are the only ones that inhabit it. What happened to the men on their former planet? We know they were there because we saw one. So Madramar explains that the reason why the star portal took him to the Utopian Parallel is because she wished for a place that was safe, beautiful, and inaccessible to outside world, and yet the moms died for some sort of sacrifice. Madramar goes on to further explain that they made a home there, everybody gathered together, made sure everybody thrived, and even though she wanted to return to Planeta Fertura, whatever they call it, Baraka and Sonar wouldn't let them, but they would signal the collective mind to return when the time was right. So Madramar also shows America her moms. I'm even saying it now. Parents. When they were younger, and she goes, "Stop! Moms were teen dreams?" And it's like, wait a second. Next you say, well, I know all of this stuff. I didn't know the stuff with Futuria, whatever you want to call it. Then why are you fucking surprised at, 1, how they look, or 2, that they found each other young? This is such a stupid scene. In 2 small panels, she has contradicted herself. I'm just going to call this one of those weird panels that if you take it out of context, it says something differently, but even in context, it doesn't make sense. So Madramar picks up some rocks, throws them to America. What's this, a bunch of rocks? You know, I wish she was being facetious or kidding, but the way Gabby writes her, I really wouldn't know. You want to play catch with your grandkid? Let's go. So Madramar says, not just rocks. They're part of the ancestral plane. They're part of you and your portals. This is wild. They move with me and on their own. Jesus, Lord in fucking heaven. Okay, Gabby, you literally, not figuratively, but literally shown these rocks stationary until they picked them up and started playing with them. So Madramar says that Amalia, America's mom, wasn't a starling, meaning somebody who could open star portals. Of course, America cannot in any way, shape, or form have a decent personality. She says, starling, that's cute. I'm kind of a star babe myself. Before your Vahita self, I don't even know what the fuck that means and don't care. Self popped up, I was the only Star Portal game in town. You were 6 and your abilities surpassed any Fuertona twice your age. You mean 12? How skilled are 12-year-olds on this place? Even when I couldn't watch you, I knew you'd be okay. Wait, what did you say? Even when you couldn't watch me? You could see me? Even back then? Yes. You knew your newly orphaned 6-year-old granddaughter was roaming the multiverse alone and all you did was watch? Well, you were the dumbass that left the people I kept here to watch over you. You're the one that went taking off because, oh my gosh, things got hard. Don't bitch at me, little lady. That's what I would write there, you know. But that's just me. Nothing? You don't have anything to say? It was safer for you to stay put, you dumb biatch. Why the hell did you go traipsing across the multiverse? Okay, let's get to what they're really saying. You thought I was only okay because some nice people took care of me sometimes? Nope, you don't get to say that. Well, you said it in issue number 3. Hey, I was fine. The neighbor took... the whole freaking issue almost was all about how this neighborhood took care of you. Now they're just those people? Damn! Racist. You don't know a damn thing about what I went through to stay safe. Well, actually, she did because she was watching you from afar, but, you know, take it how you will. So she basically gets angry, yells at her grandma, says she'll show you all the trouble that she was going through, and, of course, throws the rocks that both of them are controlling, yet still they hit. For some reason, it's not like, hey, okay, let me throw this rock, and you'll just swing it away because you both control these freaking rocks. Nope, she lets it hit her. And she says, oh, were you watching that time that snake gang chased after me? Were you watching that on your fancy SKYE projector? Did you know that even portal-punching 10-year-olds with super strength can get the papaya flu? Are there papayas on her planet? More in that dimension? Maybe she didn't know. Maybe you only know because you left everybody behind and went jumping all over the multiverse. Were you watching when I sat in the road for hours hoping a kitten I seen run over would wake up? I just wanted to take care of it so I wouldn't be alone in spite of all those people taking care of me in the neighborhood. And are you honestly telling me that America Chavez has no points of reference for death?
Oh, no.
Whoa. I think I just figured something out, Beavis.
What?
Gabi Rivera?
You're a stupid dumbass.
Then the moronic America Chavez, and I'm going to call her that right now because everybody says how great she was in other books, but here, Gabi Rivera writes her dumb. She comes down and says, hey, now that you mention it, well, she didn't mention it, you did, America. Mom's never told me about you. Did you bail on them also? And then in like a really awkward transition, they are not even nowhere near the positions they were in, yet the conversation picks up right where they left off. I stayed until you were born. Then I was called away. Prove it. You prove it, you little... Jesus Christ, just smack her, smack her, smack her. She's old enough now, it's not child abuse. Bam! Right in the kisser. And to prove it, Madramar shows her a scene. She's just sleeping in the utopian parallel inside the home of Amelia and Elenia. And so she's dreaming. Now, is this... how does she know this isn't just a dream? But anyway, the two planet spirits say, Planeta Fuertona is healed. Gather the Fuertonas and come home. Madramar, we need you. Our spiritual energies are exhausted. But my daughter, Planeta Fuertona cannot be left unguarded. We will return when fully replenished. But what if La Legion returns? La Legion is no more, but their creators still roam the galaxies. They vowed revenge. At Moon's first light, we shall begin the period of great sleep. Wait a second. I thought that was what the great healing would be for. So it's the great healing, great sleep. Okay, I don't know. I don't care. It just leads to more questions. Madramar earlier alluded to the fact that more people are able to manipulate the star dimension crossy things in the rocks. Why is Madramar singled out here? Why is her family singled out? Why do we get a picture of the demon La Legion here and she wakes up screaming America, especially if she was just told that they were gone? I mean, what about the La Legion thing made her sit up and yell out America's name, especially when the next scene shows her walking in on America's parents, not moms. God damn it, it says right here, Amalia and Elena, soon to be moms. How about mothers? Can we get any other word than just moms? It's been 7 fucking issues already. And also, find some poetry, okay, fucking Gabby, all right? Amelia and Elena, soon to be moms of America Chavez, but first and foremost, 2 people who've got that real love magic. Dude, just shut the fuck up with God damn it. Read a book, Gabby, come on. America Chavez, gentle, powerful babe, you are already are you fucking kidding me? Are you freaking... We have joked about this. We have joked many times about little Puerto Rico being in another dimension, on another time. Okay, fine. You know what? All across the galaxy for a long, long time, we were getting absolutely European white guy aliens. So, all right, you want to make a dimension of Hispanic or Latino aliens? Fine. But where the fuck did they get the America? Just asking. What does America mean in that particular dimension? Does it stand for hope? In every issue of America Chavez, there's at least one scene where I wonder, is this the moment that this comic book breaks me? This could very well be it. How the fuck do they even know of America, much less of Chavez, or Chavez, or Chavez, or however I don't care. God bless those who've tried to teach me, and I've tried to learn, but muscle memory takes me right back to mispronunciation. And what in the freeway under construction, kids, is this? What? Somebody drew this seriously.
Now the star-bellied sneetches had bellies with stars.
Okay, a little bit of crow eating here. If I had waited, I would have understood that America Chavez comes from her mother's surname and the birthplace of the Demerge. There you go. That clears everything up. So how did they get a surname of Chavez in another dimension? Just still curious. How did Madramar teleport to the doorway? And so her mother, Amalia, goes into labor, which seems to piss Madramar off as she turns and says, "We need to get both of you to the atrium." Seriously, look at the face on Madramar. It's not like it's excitable or anything. It's just angry. And the caption says America's coming now, but she's obviously here. And apparently they need to get her to the atrium because in the Utopian parallel, birthing a baby is a spectator sport. And we see the body of Madramar dressed in her luchador outfit saying, "Fuertona mia." Little side note, I'm not so interested in seeing how babies on this Utopian parallel are born, much less as how are they conceived. And so the grandma picks her up, says, "Hey, you got the gift," and then puts her down, I would suppose, before she jumped through the portal, although we don't see that scene, so, I mean, she could be in the back pocket at this point. Anything's possible. And she says, "I'm gonna get this planet ready for you, and I'll be back later." Back in the ancestral whatcha-jigger, she says, "You left us on the day I was born," and not like she didn't tell her that just a few pages ago. And Madramar says she had to. Elysian was gone, but their creator was still tracking every move, which was not mentioned to her by the two spirits. They just said they're out there. So you're going on false information that you made up in your own head, Grandma. It's your fault you stayed away. And America says, "Hey, I believe you, but I still feel abandoned. And, you know, you could do it again." And then the grandma says, "Hey, whoa, Planeta Forento, or whatever it was called, needs you." She goes, "I needed you." I can't relate or feel sorry for either one of them. America ran off from people who would have taken care of her, and the grandma didn't have to go. She left for reasons that were not stated to her. And then the grandma here, she turns right on a dime because America's like, I'm gonna run away because I hate the fact that you ran away. And the grandma goes, oh, I'll take all the time you need, just 5 fucking seconds. You're like, hey, the planet needs you. Are you saying it doesn't need her? What the freaking hell's going on here? Seriously. Panel to panel, Gabby Rivera continues to contradict herself in this book. And here's another Gabbyism. She adds these somewhere in every frickin' book. I understand as it was and as it evolves. Protect the starling, for when the starlings collide, the spirits shall be reborn. That girl's about as deep as a Dixie cup. Meanwhile, at a hidden location, I've paid you better than any nerd I've ever paid before. Okay, where do you sign up for that job? Okay, to work a computer. All right, never mind. At this current moment, America Chavez is outside our scope in all known dimensions. At first, I was just going to let this sit here. I think it's quite obvious, the fallacy of this sentence. So look in the unknown dimensions and find me America Chavez. Because you would think, maybe if the dimension was unknown, you wouldn't know how to look. Just saying, you know. You can look in the ones you know about. But how the fuck are you going to look in a dimension you don't know about? Now, I don't need to point out the fallacy in this sentence here as we see what's the bad guy, Stupiditous here. As she says, fail me again and I'll kill you, obviously, and locate America on my own. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. If you could find America on your own, why the fuck are you paying the nerd, you freaking idiot? God, you're dumb, Gabby. Honestly, this may be it. I made it to the end of the story. I made it to the end of the book. At least one more panel to go. But this may be the panel that broke me, because why the fuck would you hire somebody to do what you can do yourself when you're supposed to be some sort of secret assassin? Sorry, guys, but the more people who know you're a secret assassin makes it not so much a secret. So literally, this nerd character was written so she could do this goddamn speech, which doesn't make sense. So the exterminatrix says, hey, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Sotomayor and draw America out by putting her friends in danger. Which, if you could do that, why the hell did you need that nerd? Like I said, it's just there to make the speech. And then we get more BS deep thoughts by Jack Handy here. Mi gente, and I'm telling you right away, I don't speak Spanish, and I butcher the hell out of this language. Obviously, she doesn't either. And I've been told many times by people who do speak Spanish that it's way off. So, what's Exterminatrix going to do to Prodigy and Chandra? Hopefully, take out the earring, knock that hat off, dye her hair a proper color, and kick her out of the book. Will America and Magimar ever visit Planeta Fuertona? And Todos Lost Questions. Till next time. Ay vey. That just bothers me. It bothers me. And it bothers everybody else too. Anyway, that's the book. If I'm being completely honest, this is the best issue of America so far. And mainly because there are 2 or 3 scenes which I thought really invoked some emotion. And then it was completely ruined by Gabby either contradicting herself or just being Gabby. Anyway, this is about the 3rd recording of this, as I've had trouble saving it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you say or share it, because I definitely need that. I need the views on this so I can feel it was worth it. So please click like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done it already. Hit the notification bell also, whether you are or are not subscribed, because some people aren't getting notified. And, yeah, let me know what your opinions are in the comments below, whether you like the book. I know, it didn't sound right coming out of my mouth even as I said it. Or if you dislike the book, and what do you like about the video or dislike about it, please let me know in the comments below. Also, this is the way we make our living, so if you don't mind, head on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Links are in the description below. Help us keep the lights on, help us keep making videos like this. We appreciate everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all the true believers, Thank you very, very much for watching.
They've all come to look for a man.